drifting in and out of me, and everything they doubted, it was true. Wonder why the skies blew me too. Why do I feel see-through? I need you.
All the right things in me have left. All the right things in me have left. Think I need direction where I step. Think I need direction where I step. Hi, I need help.
Whoever sees this and subscribes right now, get a free sock. Only one per person. You figure out the rest. But what's going on, YouTube? It's Knox Hill, and we're back with our reaction series. So today, man, listen. I know that we started this 21 Pilots Trench Trilogy, this series, guys. I got through the first two. It's been a little too long, but it is time to finally finish it all today. It's none other than Levitate. But before we get any further, I want to give a quick shout out to the song in the intro. If you guys like that, yes, I'm an artist myself. There's a good chance to like my breakdowns when I think about music. You'll probably like my music as well. I have a new album, Blacklist, charted on iTunes for the first time. New music video I'm proud of as well. If you want to support me and support the channel directly, I'll put the links to that below. Also, shout out to the Patreon and Patreon family. Exclusive reactions and content on there. Again, if you want to join up, all links down there. But anyways, you know what we're here for. 21 Pilots, step back up to the plate. Let's see what you got. The Banditos. Josh leading the way for Tyler.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathe, and though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help.
Oh, we got the rap today. We got the rap flows. First, let's talk about the coming, man. There's always so much with 21 Pilots. I feel like we are just dipping in and out of some trippy ass, just crazy synth sounds, a little bit of you messing with frequencies there, just the way that we come in. That's the thing about 21 Pilots. If you want me to describe their sound is like whatever the hell sound they feel like at the time. I always love the versatility, and you never know how things are going to drop in and how they're going to be approached. And in this case too, not only with the production, but also with the vocalist, with Tyler coming through, just with a crazy rap flow. And you see the reveal of the Banditos. Obviously, where we last left off, he was trying to escape from Dama, so it looks like he has. We've linked up with the Banditos now. We've got them rocking the yellow. We talked about the importance of the colors throughout this, the use of the reds, the use of the black, the use of the yellow, creativity, artistic expression that it's linked with, and how that protects them and doesn't let them get seen by the bishops. And are they shaving his head? So now we're connecting to old discographies. We're connecting to Car Radio that we did a full reaction on. Oh, come on now. And he starts off, oh, I know how to levitate. Watch his flow.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th.
All I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade. That's like taking your voice and turning it into sort of the percussive run of the drum in terms of how you just have that cadence, and you use that almost like when you're going up with the drums, right, into the cymbals. You raise that cadence, and I love that flow because he doesn't breathe, and he just holds on to that rhythm, and it sounds so much faster because, like, he's not punching with those percussive hits of the actual beat. Like, he's rhyming inside of it, outside of it, just different pockets, but he's got the rhythm in his head, and he sticks to that metronome all the way through, and it just sounds so cool. There's like 4 straight bars of this constant flow where he just stays on his own metronome, and it's such a cool rhythm, man.
Oh, I know how to levitate up off my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathe, and though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help.
Learn how to fire breathe since the 7th grade. I take that as, you know, that's when he started rapping. That's when he started making music and giving the world his poetry. He's literally breathing fire on the track.
Fire breathing, though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with.
And though I feed off things that fail. And there's the poetry that we know Tyler's pen game possesses, man. What is he feeding off of that fails? Like the darkness within him, his own failures, his own shortcomings. He uses that to create his fire, to be a fire breather. I mean, what a way to put that.
Ever since the 7th grade, I learned to fire breathe, and though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Calm down, calm down.
There's that vulture. We see the vulture imagery like on their discography. The vulture, the carry-on birds of death that circle around Dama.
Levitate with just a little help. Learn to levitate with just a little help. Calm down, calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you. Now show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now.
What? Hang on.
Calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you now.
Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep. Mind you. Cowards only come through. You know, I take that as, you know, waiting till the dead of night because you know there's not going to be open confrontation. That's when cowards move. But I also take that as maybe he starts to cower. The things that he fears start to come late at night when he gets lost in his thoughts. And we've talked about how throughout this trilogy, there's also been this deeper metaphor of looking at mental health. And Dama to me is, you know, that Tyler feeling trapped. And whether that's trapped by the fame and this newfound, you know, awareness that they have in the world and all the pressures that come with that and how they deal with the fame, or also just within his own mind. And it's all going on within his own head. And it represents, you know, him being trapped to his vulnerabilities, to his insecurities, and trying to break free from Damo, which is ultimately trying to break free from himself in a sense. And he tells this just fluid story throughout this. But yeah, I'm relating some of that to the mental health lines. But then he's got something else here. We've got another level yet again. And we talk about how he uses religious imagery throughout. And now I'm thinking about like the fire breathers, Revelation times, the two that would prophesize, that would breathe fire upon the enemies who tried to stop them. But this goes even further right here.
Calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you now. Show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Calm down.
A curse from you is all I would need right now. Come down, come down. So again, you talk about mental health, come down, like coming down to his level, coming down to empathize and to understand what he's going through. But also I take that as he's shouting out to God, like, come down, come down. I know I shouldn't say this. I know I shouldn't doubt you. But, you know, we all have those moments when we doubt and we go, you know, just give me a sign. Give me anything to reveal yourself. And for him, ironically, he's going, listen, I'll take a curse. I'll take the worst thing just to show, you know, that you exist because I'm questioning things right now. And maybe he feels like a coward because he's questioning. And then the hour is late as well. You talk about late hours, 3 a.m. being significant, you know, because that to some people is known as the devil's hour as well. So I think there's a lot of religious symbolism going on as well.
Show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need.
And he's going through a change again. The significance of him having his hair shaved off.
Calm down, calm down. Cowards only
What the? Hang on a second.
when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you now. Show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this.
What is that? Is that the sound of like a bird? Rah! Like something screaming in the back of the mix and just reverbing out. It's super freaky.
The curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Calm down.
All right. He's got his boy on the left. Who's wearing orange? See, that's what made me just stop for a second. Is that orange or red like the bishops? Something's not right there. Is that Blurry Face? Is that Tyler representing Blurry Face? But that looks like it's a bishop. Notice how everyone else who has their faces covered in yellow. There's one person who has their face covered in black, and their face looks black. That's wild. I stopped for the orange hat originally because I'm like, hang on, that orange sticks out. But I wonder if there's another level to this. If the bishop has infiltrated the banditos.
Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you know.
Hang on, there was another shot there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, something's not right there.
Calm down. Cowards only come through when the hour's late and everyone's asleep, mind you know. Show up, show up. I know I shouldn't say this, but a curse from you is all that I would need right now, man.
Get it, come down, like telling God to come down, telling him to show up. Ooh.
In the fabric of this thing I made.
Wait, hang on. Going back into the rap
But a
flows.
curse from you is all that I would need right now, man. Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late.
Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I take that as him talking about, you know, sort of his writing process and his art. You talk about him fire breathing. You talk about the exploration of his music, right? And he's created danger through his poetry and what he does because, you know, it can still harm him. Like, we use music as an outlet. We use it as an outlet to help ourselves, to help others, but there's still dangers that come with exposing ourselves and being so vulnerable. And that's how I kind of take that line.
Danger in the fabric of this thing I made. I probably shouldn't show you, but it's way too late. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know.
My heart is hiding, but my mind's not made. Again, is that getting a little religious too? Like, his mind's not made up, even though his heart is there, his heart is with God, but his mind is still questioning, still going through these doubts. And also, you take that as emotional versus reason and logic. Like maybe his heart's in the place with the Banditos, but maybe his mind is still wants to go back to the safety and the walls and the security of Dama. Oh, we could go in so many directions.
But it's way too late. My heart is with you hiding, but my mind's not made. Now they know it like we both been for some time, I'd say. They're smirking at first blood, they're circling above, but this is not.
Smirking at the blood, they're circling above, smirking, circling, nice internal rhymes, above, blood. So you got A to B rhyme schemes. Listen, man, the man wants to get into his technical rhyme bag. We know he's got it. And that demonic voice off to the side is throwing me off a little bit too, man.
For some time, I'd say. They're smirking at first blood, they're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought, no.
Circling above makes you think of the Vultures, and that's why they show a shot of the Vultures and the carry on birds, again relating to Damo, relating to death, and the Vultures circling in.
First blood, they're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace.
I got back what I once bought back. I love that just very quick, fast flow. And we are not graffiti on a passing train. We're not just like a moment of art and you're like, oh, that's dope, and then you forget about it because the train goes past. Like, no, we want to make something of more substance, something that lasts longer than just the splash that we've made so far. Wow. I mean, you got 3 layers really. You got him telling the story of Dama, of the Banditos, of the mental health, and that whole side of things. You got him then talking about the art and the writing process and what the art means and what he's trying to give to people and what they kind of stand for. So that's 2. And then 3rd, you have the religious levels and the religious layers as well, man. It's crazy the depth to his pen.
They're circling above, but this is not enough. Yeah, this is not what you thought. No, we are not just graffiti on a passing train. I got back what I once bought back in that slide. I won't need to replace. This culture is a
that slot I won't need to replace. So he's got his head shaved right there. That slot that's missing. Car radio, when he had his radio stolen. Come on, we're shouting out car radio. And again, relating to the art and the music. And using the music to help him deal with his mental problems.
To replace this culture is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to
this culture.
Back in that slide, I won't need to replace. This culture is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed.
This culture is a poacher of overexposure. Nice rhyme schemes right there, but also nice poetic writing yet again. You know, talk about this culture, and it feels like you're just surrounded by vultures of overexposure thanks to social media and the fame that they now have to deal with. Back to the fame topic, right? And the fact that, you know, we live in this world where everything has to be shared, and when you're a celebrity, you just get scrutinized and put under such a huge magnifying glass. Everything that you do is quantified, shared, debated, analyzed, talked about, and it's really to a level of overexposure.
What I once bought back in that slide, I won't need to replace. This culture is a culture of overexposure. Not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well.
Don't feed me to the vultures, because I'm actually one of them. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. What a way to put that. You know, and sort of embracing your enemy, embracing your fears, because he does feed on pain. He feeds on his own pain. He uses that to flourish and create his music.
Overexposure, not today, don't feed me to the vultures. I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. And sever all I
sleep in a well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. Again, nice use of his cadence, just to kind of change up the rhythmic delivery of it all as well. And sleeping in a well-lit room because he's afraid of what's in the darkness.
I am a vulture who feeds on pain. Sleep in the well-lit room, don't let the shadow through. And sever all I knew, yes, sever all I thought. I could depend on my weekends on the.
And it could be like the shadow through, could be sin as well. And it could be him dealing, you know, relating to the devil, and relating to sin, and again, sort of religious beliefs, and that foundation being questioned.
Through and sever all I knew, yes, sever all I thought. I could depend on my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on. Please keep me from, please keep me down from the
freezing ground. Keep me down. See again how we get do down, do. Nice 1-2, then down with the cadence. 1-2, hold it down. 1-2, rhyme, then down. Very, very cool writing, and then delivery as well to accentuate that scheme.
Don't let the shadow through and sever all I knew. Yes, sever all I thought. I could defend all my weekends on the freezing ground.
Thought I could defend all my weekends on the freezing ground.
That I'm sleeping on, please keep me from, please keep me down from the level.
That I'm sleeping on, don't keep me down from the level. Wow. So now he's painting another picture for us of being on the freezing ground, really, again, just lost in his doubts. And all of that overshadowing him.
On my weekends on the freezing ground that I'm sleeping on, please keep me from, please keep me down from the ledges. Better tested wooden wedges under door.
Down from the ledgers, not the ledgers, the ledges. I take that as the ledges because the banditos, like where their camp is above the ledges, right? So you could be on the ledge, but also like he could be dealing with that vulnerability and that depression and suicide, thinking about taking that leap off of the ledge. Isn't it? It's more powerful than you think. It could relate to that world that he's in. Could also relate, as we talked about, to wanting to take his own life and feeling like he's at the very edge, or he's at sort of a metaphorical edge with everything.
I'm sleeping on, please keep me from, please keep me down from the ledges. Better tested wooden wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus, verse, chorus.
Putting wedges under doorways to try to stop it, to keep what's trying to get into him.
Better tested wooden wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus, verse. Now here comes the 8. Wait, habits here to hear the wish. Just
Chorus, verse. Now here comes the 8. Wait, the middle 8 he's talking about? Chorus, verse. He's laying out the song structure for us, right? In the middle 8 in a song. It's not a bridge. It's not a bridge, a middle 8, people. A middle 8 comes after that second chorus. In between the second and third, which is often the last chorus, it's referred to as a middle 8, and it's not used the same way as a bridge, right? Because the point of a middle 8 is before you come back to A, like you change the structure, you change the dynamic. Normally it's 8 bars, hence the name, the middle 8. It doesn't always have to be, but he's like, wait for the middle 8. Oh, wait, no, it's not going to be this. It's not going to be the typical song structure you think we're going on.
under doors. Chorus, verse. Now here comes the 8. Wait, habits here to hear the wish. Your structure compensates, but compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to let.
It all comes from a place, and he points at his mind like all of this comes from me, comes from my raw emotion. So I take that as, he's talked about, and like I said, 21 Pilots' style is their versatility. Now, how you can't really put them in a box. And to me, he's laying out song structure. Here comes the middle 8. Wait. And that wait is like, hang on, we're not going in this direction. And then he wants to show that he's different, even though he's still kind of confined to structure and confined to traditions. He's trying to break free from that. And this whole track is about him trying to break free from those norms and traditions, his own traps in his mind.
Wedges under doorways. Keep your wooden wedges under doors. Chorus, verse. Now here comes the 8. Wait, habits here to hear the wish. Your structure.
Cool moment when he points at Josh, and Josh points back at him.
Under doors. Chorus, verse.
And literally the drums stop for a second when he says wait. So the drums wait.
Comes the 8. Wait, habits here to hear the wish.
Oh, he gives a dap. Nice.
Structure compensates, but compensation feels a lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh,
to dominate by track 2 is Levitate track 2 on this album. That'd be super dope if it is.
A lot like rising up to dominate by track. To at least they all know all they hear comes from a place. Oh, I know how to levitate up my feet, and ever since the 7th grade I learned to fire breathing. Though I feed on things that fell, you can learn to levitate with just a little help. You can levitate with just a little help.
Wow. Wait. Hang on. They're looking at the fire, but this dude towards the back is looking straight on. Why? Oh! Wow, what a timing. Tyler gets grabbed by the neck, and right on that moment as he gets pulled back, Josh comes back in with the drums. Woo! That's freaky. And that sound, again, man, is like haunting. There's like a ghost in the mix. Ooh. Oh, welcome to Trench. And he gets pulled back into Dama. So does he give in because he's not putting up a fight? So does that represent he's finally given in to these doubts and he wants to return to that safe place and that security, even though he tried to escape from it, and it just represents how hard it is to escape from it? But something's a little different here. Hang on. There's him there. And then there's Tyler there as well. Why would they show Tyler getting pulled away and then Tyler there at the campfire right after that? Messing with my sense of time. That's a different expression. That's not the same expression as him getting pulled away. That's him like knowing something, isn't it? That is him giving up. That is not a man who's given up. Huh. Maybe he's given up that part of himself back to Dama in order to move forward. Much like dealing with Blurry Face and having to give up that side of himself. Maybe the fires represent the burning of that and giving away and coping with that side in order to move on and move forward. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. We could go so many directions with this. But man, what a track and what a rap fest from 21 Pilots. You know I'm going to love when they get in the rap bag on this channel. And that was smooth, man. There was some great flows, great use of the cadence, very poetic, metaphorical language. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love what they do, man. 21 Pilots, I've really enjoyed this trilogy. Thanks for your patience, guys. You were Knox Hill certified. So, if you guys liked today's video, if you did, be sure to smash that like button. Listen, if you're here at the end, obviously enjoying the content, do me a favor, support the channel directly, subscribe, notifications on. As always, just a reminder, stay safe, stay positive. It's Knox Hill. Catch you again. I'm out.